Welcome to a demonstration of how Palo Alto Networks integration with Zero Networks achieve security with microsegmentation. Zero Networks offers an innovative, agentless microsegmentation solution that automates the classification and tagging of workloads. It gains visibility into all traffic moving between workloads and automatically tags the workloads. This integration allows writing dynamic address group policies in Palo Alto Networks' next-gen firewalls for advanced layers 7 inspection, App ID enforcement, and DLP without modifying network topology. Automated synchronization of IP to tag mappings across platforms helps ensure consistent enforcement throughout the network. This unified approach simplifies security architecture, reduces operational overhead, and provides comprehensive protection against sophisticated cyber threats. Let us see this in action. Consider a data center hosting web servers, client machines, DNS, DHCP, and other services. Palo Alto Networks VM series is deployed in line. The trust server is deployed in the customer environment to act as a proxy between the customer network and the Zero Networks app. The solution can sync with a directory source to identify the environment's workloads. As a first step, generate an API token from Zero Network Portal from Settings, API section. From Settings, scroll down and select Firewall Vendors and click Add Panorama. Here, add the Panorama IP, Zero Network API key, and Panorama API key. Download the script. You can verify the Panorama IP and keys in the script which gets downloaded. Transfer the script to the Zero Network Trust server, from where you will run it for the service to be started. Before we run the script, let us verify the configuration on Panorama. We notice that there are no groups created under objects. We have configured data redistribution for the IP tags to learn by the firewall. Under Manage Devices, we have one VM series firewall added to this panorama. Now let us log into the firewall and check the configurations. We have data redistribution configured to learn the mapping from Panorama. Also, we don't have any device address available under objects. Now, let us go ahead and execute the script to learn about the environment. Navigate to the folder where the file was copied. Run the Python script. Zero Network now learns the resources and automatically groups them based on traffic and other attributes. The environment will be polled at continuous intervals to monitor any change in the environment. These groups and mappings are sent to the Panorama. On Panorama, we see that the dynamic address groups have been learned and we have all the resources identified and mapped. Going to the Zero Networks console, all the identified devices can be seen under Assets. Monitor devices can be seen under the Monitored section. We notice that the client machine and the web server has been identified and properties like IP addresses have been learnt. Click on the device name to check the other properties of the resource. We can see all the other attributes for this resource. You can also verify the learnt resources and mapping from the Panorama console. We notice that the client IP has been learnt grouped under client, and the app server IP is also learned and grouped under servers. Now let us go back to Panorama and use these learnt dynamic address groups in policy. Use the client as source and servers as destination. We have the security profile enabled from this policy. Let us go ahead and push the changes to the firewall. Edit the selection and select the firewall. Once the configuration gets committed successfully, notice that the address groups are visible in Firewall console as well. Expand the More option to view the IP mappings learnt. we see that the client and server's IP addresses have been learnt correctly. From the policy section, we can check the learnt mappings from View More option. Now let us send some traffic from the client machine. Access the application hosted on web server. We see that the application is accessible. Now let us assume that a hacker injects script in the URL as a cross-site scripting attack to find the vulnerabilities of the application. Threat Prevention Security Service, enabled for this traffic on Firewall, detects malicious code being injected and drops the packet. Firewall traffic log shows the traffic between client and server group. The threat log on the firewall shows the vulnerability detected for the traffic between client and server. And the action was to reset. Let us now go back to the client machine and simulate another attack scenario. The user connects to the FTP server. Now, the user tries to download a malicious file from the FTP server. The data filtering policy, enabled for the traffic, detects the file to be malicious and blocks the action. We notice that the file download does not succeed and connection gets reset. Checking the firewall logs, we notice the logs getting captured under Data Filtering section. This brings us to the end of this demo. To summarize, Palo Alto and Zero Network integration helps customers achieve microsegmentation and assures that security policies implemented for east-west and north-south communication gets dynamically updated and applied to the environment. Thank you for watching.